Hey guys, JDC31 here, and today we're back with another episode of Minecraft. As you can see, I've got my golden carrots. Oh. And I've just got a lot of blocks in my inventory. I can put these back. You've probably just seen it there, but if you weren't paying attention, then good, I'm going to show you in a second. I have been doing work, and all these blocks are going to be going to use for that. I'm going to quickly end the pedal over there. Last time I know I said, I didn't say, but I put it in the description that I was getting a bit burnt out at Minecraft because I had just spent a whole week obsidian farming, and I was spending time that I didn't have doing obsidian farming. I was putting other things off to get it out of the way. But you can see this, I am starting the work on my mountain village. You also might notice that I'm I'm 2 snapshots behind. We're currently on 13W39B. I'm having problems with that's causing DX Story not to work. I'm going to get on Dinnerbone about that if it isn't fixed after the next snapshot. Not that they'll listen to me, but I might be able to send them some error logs and get something fixed at least. Now these. Oh crap, I didn't bring a smooth stone. I want to see if this looks good, or if I should go back to what I've used beneath this, which is these. I used 1 here and I used 3 up there. Too far. Crap. Need to get better with timing, stuff like that, my ender pearls. Actually, 1 could go over here. Didn't bring any with me. But yeah, I've got my golden carrots, which is all that farm is really useful for. And health potions. I was thinking about turning off health tick, but it's kind of irrelevant now. It's too far into my let's play, and if I ever do restart the world, which we'll have to do eventually, but whenever I restart this world, well, not restart this world, but whenever restart the world, I'm sure. Why is the fog starting so close? Is that map? I don't actually know what map is. I've seen it on Optifine one time and turned it on, but ever since we've had the option, I've been noticing the fog starting a lot quicker. And because I'm recording, this isn't loading properly. I ran out of wood here, which I have the wood to do now, but I don't have the crafting bench to make the slabs. But basically, I'm going to be building houses up there. Bad throw. Better throw. Bad throw. That should land. Yep, that's landing up there. You might notice this sword's called Acumen. That is Latin for sharpness, I'm fairly sure. I don't know any Latin off the top of my head. Someone told me that, so it could mean your gran, for all I know. I was told it meant sharpness though. And I've also repaired my work pick. So I'm going to be building a couple of houses up here along this bit. And then the staircase goes down, as you can see here. And then it's going to go down again here. I'm going to terraform this little bit. And make it curve around. So go forward a bit, then down, and then curve. Then around here. And I'm going to build something there. But I'm also going to have a branch here coming up, linking to this bit, so it's going to be a circle. I do suppose I can remove that. This is, I don't know if he's restarted the world, but this idea is really inspired by one of BWO's designs that he used a long time ago, where I've not watched building with BWO in a long time. I used to watch it religiously, but back when he had his big village next to the mountain, when he had the pathways wrapping around the mountain. He had like 3 pathways. I'm not going to do 3 because, as you can see, I've not got the same type of mountain. I've got a mountain that just kind of spikes out. I might also do a little thing hanging down there, but I'm going to do one big path right around the mountain. I'm also tempted to make it branch off here as well and go around that bit. Make it kind of like a figure 8, go right around this big chunk of the mountain. I'm not going to do much building this episode. Next episode will probably be the building episode. Yeah, actually, have it come around here and go over this bit. Come down there, have the house there, have a shop there. I'm having ideas for this, and they're going to be pretty good ideas. I'm also going to have a bridge going across there. This would be a good point to have the pathway going around, but also have like a really it's basically, oh shit, probably not even the cats. They don't restore as much as steak, but they saturate you if basically you have 2 health bars, one visible and one invisible. You have a saturation which goes down, and when saturation reaches 0, I think it reaches 0, whenever it reaches a certain number, then this goes down by 1, well by half. Well, 1 unit, which is 20 units. Etho's a lot better explaining this stuff. I learned it off Etho. He puts it in one of his videos. But basically, the path would be out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roughly. I'm not keeping it strictly 5 blocks away. So the path would be like this. Just imagine that's filled in. But then there'd be a little bit here that kind of does a little thing like this. And then goes down. Well, goes down while it's doing that. And lands on that bit there and have a house there. Maybe a couple of houses there. And then another bit that goes down. Obviously, it'll probably have to start a bit further that way. I've got a lot of plans for this place. I don't know if that's obvious. I'm also tempted to start up another building project. As I've always been saying, that place underneath where the city's going to be, actually I also need to talk about my plans for that as well, because I did talk about them, but that footage got corrupt because Minecraft's being a bastard. Like, if any of you are getting the same problem, basically your FPS numbers, mines are down here, yours could be anywhere, either here, 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 or here, or here, providing that I remember to tick include mouse cursor. You can use my guy's head to follow it, basically top left, top middle, top right, etc. Mines are down here at the bottom right. They just kind of, it just becomes like lots of lines going horizontally, and it's just, whenever you start recording, Minecraft freaks the fuck out. I'm gonna try and keep my videos to swearing once, like one big swear. Like fuck, that's twice now. Just swearing's I personally don't mind it myself, but I know a lot of people judge people based on how much they swear, and I don't personally care what people think. But if I'm uploading videos to YouTube, I want to give across the best impression possible. So I'm not going to be overly fake and just not swear, because I swear all the time, and in reality, I don't give a fuck. That's 3 times now. Shut up. Those cows won't be used for much now, other than things like, oh, I should probably talk about this. I've started ripping down that wall. I'm going to rip it down by the next time I record, hopefully. I'm not holding myself to that though. If I don't want to rip it down, I'm not going to rip it down. But I'm going to eventually rip it right down, and I'm going to, instead of having a 300 by 300 area, just call this the 300 by 300 area. And all the way over here is the mountain village, so that's where we are right now. Eventually, well, what I'm going to have it do is I'm going to have it kind of do something like this. Obviously I can't really, I can almost do it using these. basically have it obvious that it's spread out from here. Just count those as like stair blocks going sideways. So this is a mountain village here. We're going to act as though it's spread out and maybe have a couple of bits sprawling out. So it'll be something like that. It's just going to basically be a massive city sprawling out from this village. So that means the barriers on this bridge are going to go, unless I build more bridges. But it's going to be a mountain village gone floating city. I'm also going to have a big harbour here. So this wall's going to need to get out of the way. That's what that river's going to connect to as well. I didn't mention this before, but inside here, I'm basically going to be expanding the village. I'm going to have a river running through it. And I'm going to have the village inside, or some of the village inside next to the river, with bridges going across. That is why when in that video where I was talking about the bridge and on the Minecraft server, that I got all this idea from one bridge. It's one of the bridges that spawn. It's the stone brick bridge. Like when you walk out of the town hall, forward and kind of to the left. I think that's where it is. I could be remembering where it is completely wrong. I've also got this bow, and I've not got any arrows, because I'm so good at this game. I don't know where any nearby villages are. It's obvious I've not played Inferno Mines in a while, because if I had, I'd have done like a 180 dunking session on that creeper. I'm going to start playing Inferno Mines pretty soon. Again. I'm not going to restart. I'm going to continue off from where I am. I lost motivation because I started building on it. That's the problem with me in Minecraft. If I don't like the way a build's going, instead of fixing it, I just kind of start... I just start thinking, oh, what if I end up messing up again? Oh, you see? The instincts are still there. But anyway, I keep thinking, oh, this is never going... I'm never going to be able to fix this. It doesn't look good, etc, etc. And oh. I killed you, fool. I just basically start wallowing in self-pity. This is the best way to put it, and just start thinking, oh, this is, my life is over, I can't do anymore. So basically I'm going to rip down what's there, and I'm going to use my new idea for the house. But I'm not going to do that next episode. I'm just going to get into kicking ass and taking names again. I do also need to take inventory a bit more. Yeah, I don't like that iron bar. It's not far enough. Oh no, it's bang on. I'm also tempted to... Oh no, I can't do that. I want to cut out some of this because this looks really chunky here. I was going to ask for the viewer's opinion at this point, because it's chunky, but down here it's nice and slender. Yeah, you know what, I prefer it slender, so I'm going to fix the... I need to fix all the support, actually not only the supporting bits will be the chunky bits. So like here. This one isn't, but that one is. Oh, that one is as well. Oh, no, that's one. That's not. That's not. I'm going to try this. I can't judge that until I'm far away again. Where's the next? Right, that one doesn't need to be there. Neither does that. this. Nor this. Nor that. There we go. It did have a bit of... Actually, it looks a bit smoother now, if anything. I was trying to do the big one, so it smoothed it out a bit. I'll quickly try and hit the Enderman with his own ball. Oh. I thought it looked at him, and then when I went to engage him in combat, I looked at him again. Yeah, I'm going to try and use as few of those ones as possible. It looks really nice there, but that one doesn't look so nice. I think it's because it's a bit more exposed. That one, well, and those two are in pairs, so they look a bit more natural. I'm going to eventually get to finishing this building, but it won't be... Oh, bugger off, you're beginning to piss me off. I hate Enderman. But yeah, I'm not going to get to working on that today. If I do, it'll be off camera. One thing I'm going to start to do is when I'm going to start building the mountain village a little bit, because I'm really in the mood to work on it lately. So I'm going to start doing time lapses again, and I'm not going to do them the way I've usually done them, where I just put music over it and speed it up in editing software, which is all very easy and very half-assed. I'm going to start recording audio over it. I'm going to start talking. I might start trying to get into making my own music. I'm not too good at that. Well, when I say I'm not too good at that, I mean I have literally no experience in making my own music. But I might get maybe either a cheap or free sound producing. That looks really nice from over here. But I'm going to get either cheap or free sound producing software and start making my own beats. Because that's something I've always wanted to do. I'm quite a musical person. I'm never doing something while I'm not listening to music. Right now, I am listening to Dean Martin, Ain't That a Kick in the Head, through my iPod. I cannot play video games without listening to music. Hell, if I'm sitting there watching a YouTube video, I'm listening to music. It's also not so good, but whenever I'm in class, I'm listening to music. Mind you, most of my teachers know that, they just don't bother. So it's not too bad. But music, I cannot do anything without music. No, that sounds like a stereotypical teenage thing, because I'm still technically a teenager. But I'm also technically an adult. This country's fucking... The legal system in this country is broken. I'll replace that with stone later on, don't worry. I just don't have any on me. It's all my ender chest, and I'm not going down to get a bit of stone. And I can sneak in lighting somewhere. I can sneak lighting up there pretty easily. And in the houses will be here. But yeah, I'm going to try and get in and make more music. Fuck. I've also forgot I put feather falling on these boots. I'm going to rename them. I'm going to start naming things in Latin. Latin's always a language that's really interested me. So I might get a Latin. I'm going to get something that's a reliable source. Don't tell me that's another one of those chunks that I need to fix in MC Edit. If it is, I'll do it on camera just so you can see how hopeless I still am at MC Edit. I think the reason why this is loading so slowly is because they've added in anisotropic filtering, which just generally makes everything look a little bit nicer when I have it up to full. I think they're running that off the CPU instead of off the GPU like what it should be. A little bit of computer talk there. They really should be running off the graphics card, not the CPU. It appears it's loaded fine. I've got a lot of work cut out ahead of me. I'm going to get away and think of what to do this episode. I'm also going to make a to-do list. I'm going to do this outside of Minecraft. I don't know what I'm going to do it in, but I'm going to do a to-do list and I'm going to just start working my way through it. Die, motherfucker. Oh, that's 4. I'm going to start putting in a swear counter. I was going to do that in something like Saints Row or Borderlands when I was playing it with John, but me and him swear too much that it's not even funny. That's something that's going to bother me. I'm going to need to try and cover that up. That redstone. No, I can't. Actually, yes, I can. I can fix that bit there. And I can do the same here. Simples. Nah, it feels like it gets a bit too big there. That feels a bit better. Don't know how that'll look like that. But yeah, it felt like it got a bit too wide again. Same with here. Right, now those ones I can't really do anything about because the block absolutely has to be that. Right, I kinda like this now. That felt like it was getting a bit too narrow. You see, this is what I'm like when I'm building. I just sit there and go through everything about 1,000 times. I'm trying to keep it roughly 5 blocks wide, but as you can see here it's only 2. But illusions, Michael. Tricks are something a whore does for money. I can't even remember the film that's from. Anyway, I'm going to get to doing something. Hopefully not a time lapse, but if it's a time lapse, I'm sorry. Expect lots of them in the coming future because this is more of a building series than a survival series. Because let's face it, look at me, I'm surviving pretty well. Right, I will be back in a little bit. Oh, a little bit. Peace out. Hey guys, as you can see, I decided to do the time lapse thing. I've not got any music this time because I haven't had any time to make any. So this is basically the same as what I'm going to be doing for the time lapses, only they'll have music in the background as well as me talking, kind of like what I've done with the caving video. I'm not going to stick too much to what I was talking about. I noticed I've rambled quite a bit. This is going to be the end of the episode. After this, it goes on for about 4 minutes. I didn't mean to ramble so much. I honestly thought I'd been talking for about 5 minutes. I was just in one of those talkative moods, much like I kind of am now. I have done quite a bit more work on the path that you won't get to see this episode. You'll get to see that next episode. I didn't record me doing it because it was all just the same as what you're seeing right now. The only difference is it was a bit more curves. A few other things. I also think I changed a few things that you can see. I added in a lot more supports. Because I want to try and keep this looking as realistic as possible while looking as fantasy as possible. It's kind of a hard blend that I'm trying to go for here. Because I don't want it to look absolutely ridiculous, but at the same time I don't want it to look like something you'd see every day. I want it to be one of those exceptional builds, which is one of my main problems. As you can see, I ended up ripping out this entire staircase in a couple of seconds and having to rebuild it because I didn't build it back far enough. At least I think that's what I need to do. Yeah, I do. That's what I'm doing right now. I am, as I always do whenever I'm watching, or whenever I'm doing a time lapse and talking now, I am watching it while it's happening, so I know roughly how long I've got left to talk and what's happening. I don't really know what to talk about other than the build. there's going to be a lot of houses, and I don't know if they're all going to be villager enabled houses. I'm going to need to try and look into that. I don't know villager mechanics well enough. I'm going to need to look up some of Doc M's videos. He's the only person I know that is a master of villagers. Even though I don't know him, you know what I mean? The only person I know, the only person that I have watched that I know is a master. I'm just wording things very badly, you know what I mean? He's the only person I know of that's a master of villagers. There you go. Better sounds. So I'm going to need to look up some of his videos, learn about villager mechanics. I'm not going to try and get an infinite villager trading thing like he's got. I'm only going to go for an actual village. Oh, pardon me. Sorry I yawned there. It's pretty early. Well, I say it's pretty early. It's 3 PM on a Monday, but I'm just up. What's going on? Yeah, this is getting pretty close to the end. This is me just experimenting with lighting to keep mobs away from spawning. I'm not going to keep the lighting. I'm going to have this place looking pretty dark at night and pretty bright during the day. That's my goal for it. I need to try and make it so mobs can't spawn it. I'm yawning again. I'm going to get to recording another episode today probably. It's a lot quicker than what I thought I would, producing these episodes. These episodes are a lot easier because I just start building while I'm playing. I'm probably going to start working on a house next time, and I'm going to work on something next time to do with this, and this is me trying to pretty this up a little bit. Alright, I ran out of time here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.